And then let's walk the hands back towards the feet. Drop the head again towards the floor and take a moment there. So breathing in, lift the arms up the side, palms meet at the top, and let's do all of that again. So squeeze your butt cheeks together, take an extended mountain, breathe out as the hands come forwards, relax the body over, release it down. Walk the hands away from the feet, and you can either stay up on the toes or drop again down to the knees. So chest comes through the arms, and then breathe in to lift up to either baby cobra or full. And tuck the toes, breathe in, lift up. This time we're going to step right foot forwards and come into a lunge. So back knee comes down to the floor, and we're going to take a hip flexor stretch. So either hands to the floor, hands to your thighs, or maybe lift one or both arms up. So just listening to your body, finding a nice stretch through your psoas, through your hip flexors, which can in turn release any tension in that lower back. Let's take the front foot back, come back into a downward dog, and take a moment there. Stay strong through that upper body. And it's better to have a bend in the knees there rather than a bend in the back. So keep pushing those hips back. And then let's step the left foot forwards. So front knee on top of ankle, back knee drops down, and then come up to that hip flexor stretch. Either hands to thighs or lift one or both arms up. Great. And hands come down, front foot goes back. Take it back to your downward dog. This time when we're here, if it feels okay, take a little walk out of the legs, bending one knee and then the other. Let's take a lunge forwards with our right leg again. This time, keep the knee lifted if you can, or if you need to, drop the knee down to the floor. And we take a twist. So opposite arm to front foot pushes down in the floor, and same arm as front leg reaches high. So twisting into your front leg. You can either stay there, open back with that top arm, or maybe find a bind so your hand comes behind and find your back hip. So this one's really nice if you spend quite a lot of time at your desk. Shoulders can become rounded, pec muscles can become short, so this is really nice to open up there. And release it off, hand comes down, front foot goes back, downward dog again. And let's step the left foot forwards. So either back knee lifted or drop it down, and then twist in the same arm as front leg. So finding a nice twist through the spine to release tension. Either open the back arm high or find the bind again. Back arm wraps around and hand finds opposite hip. And release off. So front foot comes back. Lower to your knees, and then breathe out as your elbows hug your body as you come down. So we're just going to take some cobra to warm up the spine. So either, if this isn't suitable, you can always do it from a standing position. So breathing in to lift and open up the chest, and then breathing out, slowly lower down. Breathing in to lift, finding tension through your arms. You should feel your triceps work, the back of the arm. Lower down. So really relaxing those shoulders at the top and giving your butt cheeks a bit of a squeeze to look after lower back. Deep breaths in and deeper breaths out. Let's take one more. And then let's push up, so we bring the knees underneath our hips and hands underneath shoulders, and we'll come into some cat and cow stretch. So tuck the chin towards the chest and round the back, eye gaze towards navel, and then release back the other way, opening up chest. Breathing in, tuck and round. And breathe out, drop and open. So finding a little bit more breath with each move. Let's take one more of each. And tuck the toes, come back into your downward dog. This time you've got the option to take a walk with the legs and maybe a peek underneath your armpit. So starting to release tension in the upper body. Let go of neck. And let's walk hands back towards your feet and come to a standing position. So a little bit more yoga. We're going to bring the feet nice and wide and come into warrior two. So your front knee is on top of your ankle and your back foot curls in towards you. So you want a nice long stride to make sure that you're getting a good workout for that lower body. So let's breathe in to lift the arms wide, reach fingertips away from shoulders, push that front knee back. So we'll inhale to lift and lengthen the torso, and then exhale to drop the shoulders down, making sure that both middle fingers are in line with each other. And again, breathing in to lift. Great, and breathing out to lower. Twice more. So let your body feel a little lighter each time your hands come up to the top. And last one. Keep lifting that back inner thigh and keep loading that front leg. From here, we're going to slide the ribs across over the front leg and take either elbow to thigh or hand down to ankle, and your top arm reaches overhead. Really stretch out the side of that body. Create space between your ribs. And then inhale to lift your top arm high, wrap it around the back of your body, and find a bind there if it feels okay. Take a moment just to be. And then let's lift off. If you need to, give the legs a little shake and we'll come into the other side. So feet nice and wide, back toes curl in, body round to the front. Inhale to lift up, exhale to reach away. So inhale, make your body become light, and exhale, reach, stretch across that chest, open up those arms. Inhale through the nose, and then exhale through your mouth. So keep those legs nice and solid, and the upper body nice and fluid. Let's just take one more of those. Inhale to lift, really lengthen, pull your body out of your hips and reach away again. So extended warrior, slide the ribs across, elbow to thigh, top arm reaches overhead. Keep twisting top shoulder back to open up chest. And then lift up and wrap round. So you can either take your eye gaze up, or if that's a little too much, take your eye gaze down to your supported leg. Let's bring the feet parallel. So keep them nice and wide, weight forwards to the balls of the feet, and just relax it over in the middle. So take a wriggle into those hips. Maybe cup your elbows with your hands, take a gentle sway of your upper body. Loosen off. And stay in here, breathe in a little deeper, and as you start to feel gravity take hold of that upper body, you should start to feel a bit of space being created between your ribs, your muscles in your back start to release. Let's wriggle the feet closer in so they're hip distance, and let's let go a little bit more of any tension that we're still holding on to in your upper body. So reaching the arms up, breathing out as the arms swing forwards, and lifting back high again, dropping down and lifting up. Breathing out and reaching tall. So making sure that both feet are parallel, that they're hip distance, and you're taking a generous bend in those knees. And take just 2 more. And release it all off. So let's come and test our balance. So shift your weight into your left leg and then lift the right leg up. Arms come wide at shoulder height, nice and strong. I'm just going to take some circles of our knees and hips. Standing really tall on that supporting leg, pulling up your thigh and making sure that you don't sit into your supporting leg. So once you've taken 5 one way, reverse and take it the other. That's it. So take your time. The slower you go, the more of the challenge. And then switch sides. Keep bracing that middle. And reverse when you're ready. Looking good. And release off again. So this time we're going to take our tree pose. So shift your weight forwards into your left leg and then take your right foot either to your ankle, to your calf or up onto your thigh. So making sure that the hips are nice and square, careful not to sit into it. Bring your hands together at your heart center and relax the shoulders down. So planting your feet into the floor, they're your roots, pulling up through your trunk, your middle. And if you're feeling steady, lift those arms gently to a high, wide V. If you can, maybe take a sway of your branches. Extra challenge. And then gently lower down. So switch into the other side, shift your weight into your right side, ankle to foot to ankle, calf or thigh. Slowly bring the hands together. Find a point of focus for your eyes that'll help you balance, help steady you. Always thinking of opening the chest, rotating the shoulder blades back. So when you're feeling ready, lift those arms to a high, wide. And if it feels okay, maybe take a sway of those branches. Test your balance. Cool, and release off. So we're going to come back into your tree pose, but we're going to add a variation to it. So either foot to ankle, to calf or thigh. So option 1 is to stay here, making sure that you've got tension between thigh and foot. So you push both against each other. So that's option 1. Level 2 is to grab hold of the thigh from underneath and shoot the other arm out to the side at shoulder height to help you balance. You can either stay there, or if you're going for a little more, we want to extend up from the knee. Another variation on that is to maybe grab hold of your foot or maybe your big toe with your peace fingers. That's what we're going for eventually. Brilliant, well done. Nice, and then shake it off if you need to, maybe take a release of your glute and then switch to the other side. So foot goes either to ankle, calf or thigh. Bring your hands together at your heart center, soften shoulders. And then find your option. So you either stay there Grab hold of thigh, grab hold of foot or big toe. And lift up. Great, nice. Lovely control, everyone. So we're coming into warrior one. So you want to place that back heel down into the floor, and the hips this time come with you. So they turn to face the side. Lift your back inner thigh, front knee on top of ankle, and then let's inhale to lift the arms high, and exhale, bring them slightly behind you to open your chest, and lift your eyes up. And again, breathe in to lift, holding onto your middle, breathing out to lower. Then we're going to shift it forward, so chest comes over thigh, knee stays where it is as we reach back, open the chest. One more. This time we're going to bring the arms behind us, but shift your weight forwards to your front leg, and then lift that back leg behind you. So point your back foot, straighten behind your back knee. And lower down when you're ready. So we'll come on to the other side. So hips, square them to the side, lift your back inner thigh, press that back heel down to create energy there. So breathing in to lift the arms up, and breathing out, drop back. And again, breathe in to lift, and breathe out, drop it open. Sweeping forwards, breathing in, keep that weight over that front leg, breathe out, take it back. And again, forwards, and back. So shift your weight forwards onto that front leg, and then when you're ready, open up your wings behind you, lift that back leg. So you're finding a spot to focus on with the eyes, and release off when you're ready. Lovely. So let's take a sip of water if you need to, and we'll come down onto the floor. So we'll just take our base move. So either hands to the small of your back, or you can rotate palms upwards and thumbs outwards. I'm just going to take either your knee drops, toe drops, or your leg extensions. So whichever you might normally do in your program or in your regular class, sucking your belly button in from on top. Keep thinking of pressing shoulder blades down into the floor, and that's going to help open up your collarbones on top. And each time, make sure that the knees stack on top of your hips. So you want to keep the feet there in line with the knees as well, and then that's going to help activate those lower, deeper abs, which are really quite hard to get to. So breathing in on the effort, and then breathing out as you reset. And finish it off evenly. And let's bring the palms wide and facing downwards. Knees stay together, so drop the knees over to one side and take your eye gaze along your arm opposite way. Breathing in to lift, and then breathing out to drop and twist. Really soften the jaw. And as you take that twist, it's a really nice one to kind of wring out any tension. If you get it right, you can feel it right up into the back of your head. So, right up where the spine meets the skull, you've got your occiput, which often holds on to a lot of our tension. And on your next one, let's keep it over. Eye gaze opposite way. And you can either stick with the knees together, or you can maybe extend the top leg, letting it hang over, or maybe grab hold of calf or maybe foot, and increasing the twist. Let's switch over, so draw the knees together, drop them over, eye gaze opposite way. Option if you want to extend the top leg. Can you twist your head any further round? Lengthen your arms any further away from you. Brilliant. So landing both feet back on the floor, keeping feet hip distance apart, fingertips to temples. So crunch up for one, a reach for one, fingertips back to temples, and then lower down. So lift, reach, temples, lower. Lift, reach, temples, and down. So breathing in on the way up, and then breathing out on the way down. Tuck your chin, take the eye gaze through the center of the legs. And we're aiming to shorten the gap between the ribs and the hips at the top. So same kind of action, but we're going to twist across. So lift it up, opposite hand to leg, fingertips to temples, and lower down. So making sure you've got a really gentle touch with those fingertips on the temples, making sure that you're allowing your abs to lift you up. No cheating. So 2 more, or finish it off evenly on both sides. And then we're going to take a crunch up with upper body and lower body together. So lift, lower and lower. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and softly lowering those legs. So try not to put too much weight through the feet as you lower, just a gentle hover to create more time under tension. 2 more. I know she said that I don't need her, 'cause every time I call. So just take a quick breather if you need to. Roll over onto your front and stretch it with a cobra. And gently lower down. So we're coming back into that position, but this time we're going to take opposite elbow to knee. So you're twisting across either with 2 bent legs or 1 bent leg and 1 straight leg. Breathing in for 2 twists and breathing out for 2. Keep shooting those legs directly out from under the hip. And finish it off evenly. And lower 2 feet down to the floor. So let's take a few shoulder bridge. So palms press into the floor and so do the heels. So just squeezing up, peeling the spine off the floor, vertebrae by vertebrae, and gently lowering down. So you've got the option to take a roller underneath your feet, a pillow between the knees, or just do it with just your body weight. So breathing in to lift and breathing out to roll back down. So take 2 more. And let's hold it at the top. You can either keep the palms down or maybe clasp the hands together and roll up onto the back of the shoulders. Let's take 8 squeezes of the knees towards each other. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release the arms and then lower down through the spine. Hug the knees in towards the chest and take a rounding of your back. So nose up towards the knees if it feels okay. And then drop the head down. Let's take some circles of the knees, releasing the lower back. So 5 one way and then 5 back the other. Let's hug one knee in towards the chest and lengthen the other leg away. Really pull it in. And switch sides. And switch again. And last one. As we're here, let's come into happy baby pose. So grabbing hold of the feet from the outside or maybe the shins. Tucking your tailbone down at the bottom to lengthen the spine. And if it feels good, gentle rock. Noticing any tight spots, maybe in your back, shoulders. Keep opening the chest. And then release that off when you're ready. So we'll come back onto all fours. And we'll do a little bit of glute work. So hands stacked under shoulders, knees underneath your hips, pull your belly button in. We're just going to lift one leg up, flexing at the knee, flexing at the foot. And we're just going to take 16 small pulses, pushing the sole of the foot up towards the ceiling. So you keep lifting that knee, make sure you don't drop it too low. And go for 8 more. So 8, 7, 6, keep squeezing into your butt cheeks. So 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch it over. 16. So if you can see yourself maybe in the mirror or a screen, then just make sure that that leg is directly behind you. Don't let it swing in or outwards. And 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a little sit back into child's pose. So big toes towards each other, knees are wide. Reach your arms away from you and just relax your forehead to the floor. Press your armpits down. And then we come back up. So back into that position. If it's too much for your wrist, you can always come into a clenched position. You can drop down onto your elbows. So let's straighten the leg away from us again. So really point your foot and straight behind your knee. And we're just going to take circles going round, trying to keep the hips nice and still. Making sure that we don't let the back arch too much and the middle collapse. And reverse the other way. And you're going to keep in that position and just extend the leg directly outwards and back in. Out and back in. And 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release off if you need to. Sit back. Into that child's pose, and then we'll take it on the other side. So coming up, starting off with the circles, lengthen the leg, 8 one way and 8 back the other. Still thinking of lengthening the spine. And then out to the side and back in. Out to the side and back in. And release off when you're ready. So we'll come into a glute stretch. So flex your foot, take it on top of opposite leg and reach your hands through the center. So grabbing hold of thigh or maybe shin and pushing your front knee away from you. For a little bit more intensity, you can flex that top foot. Creates a bit more stretch in the glute. And you can either stay there or come into our shoelace. So grabbing hold, opposite hand to ankle or foot. And then the aim is to try and get the knees towards each other. Release that off and switch, take the other leg on top. So flex the foot, reach through the legs, push that top knee away from you. And grab hold of feet or ankles, drop the knees down towards each other, open up the hips. Slowly release off, staying down on the floor. Let's take the legs out to a wide second. So knees are pointing upwards, draw your belly button in. So we're just going to breathe into lift, reaching across, opposite hand to foot. Keep twisting your top shoulder back. So this is another really nice one to release off your QL muscle, which can get a bit sticky if you spend quite a lot of time sat down or even stood up for long periods. Sweep across, breathe into lift, and breathe out to reach it over. Keep opening up that chest. If it feels nice, scoop with your underneath arm to create a bit more of a twist in that upper body. And then let's speed it up a little. So just breathing into lift, breathing out to windmill. Breathing into lift, breathing out to windmill. And on this next one, let's rotate our torso to face our first leg, breathing into lift, and then breathing out, melt your body on top of that leg. So if you can, hook onto foot, maybe calf or shin. You can always use your band here as well. Letting gravity do its thing. And breathing in again. Breathing out, can you melt your body further over? And lift up. Twist to face the other leg. Inhale to lift, exhale to forward fold. And again, breathing in to lift. Breathing out to forward fold. Now let's slowly come up to our feet and then a little bit more for the hamstrings. So feet are nice and wide and we just relax the body over in the center. Weight shift forwards to the balls of the feet. Just find a little bit of movement here. And wrap your arms around your right leg and gently pull your chest towards your thigh. Nose towards knee or shin. And then turn to face that right leg. Bend the front knee, lengthen the back leg. And bring the feet a little closer together, shifting back, either hands either side of your front foot, or if that's a little too much, bring your hands to your shin. So feeling the stretch down the back of the leg. And releasing down, we're coming into a quad stretch. So you can either take it standing, you can take it down on the floor, so lying on your front, or you can take it kneeling. So whichever option you normally take, or maybe if you fancy trying something different. And release it off. So bringing the feet back to the center again and just relaxing over, so nice and wide. Wriggle into the hips, shake out of the shoulders. A yes and a no with the head. And then walk round to left leg or opposite leg. And then turn to face it. So bend it and lengthen the other leg away from you. Feel free to move around a little bit. And then tuck that back foot in, so feet are about 1 meter apart. You want to twist your front hip back to create more of a stretch. Hands to the floor, or maybe to the thigh. And release down. So bring both legs out in front. Again, shift the bottom back. Breathing in to lift and breathing out to forward fold. We're nearly there. And go again, breathing in to lift and breathing out, relax over. Can you wriggle those heels slightly further away from you? Maybe pull the balls of the feet closer towards you. And then slowly unwrap. So we're coming into a bit of relaxation. So if you'd like to wrap up warm, or maybe place something over your eyes. Just slow the music down slightly. So just taking a few moments just for you. So gently closing the eyes. Taking a quick scan down the whole of your body. Noticing which points of your body that you're still holding on to tension in. Really making sure that you've made your face expressionless. Allowing those heavy eyelids to close. Those cheeks to melt away from your nose. Maybe take a gentle wiggle of jaw. Think of lifting the tongue to the roof of your mouth to help ease any pressure off that front of your neck. Take a gentle twist of your head from one side to the other. And then bring your head to a standstill. Letting your skull feel fully supported by the floor. Just drop those shoulders down into your mat a little more. Opening collarbones, opening your heart. Just feel space being created down the spine. And when you hit that pelvis, take a little wriggle of your hips. Let all of your limbs go heavy. Maybe bringing your palms to face upwards so that you can feel really open, or place the palms downwards so you can feel really grounded. If it feels nice, take a gentle roll of your feet at the ankles, getting rid of any clicks there. Bring those feet to a standstill, noticing the temperature of the air between your toes. And the lightness of the arches of your feet. Let's take a big breath in through the nose for the count of 4. Let's hold the breath for 4. And take a long releasing exhale for 8. And again, breathing in for 4. Holding for 4. And out for 8. So you keep that pattern with your breath. Giving your mind something to focus on. Taking the attention away from thoughts. So keep breathing deeply, and if it feels nice, gently drop your body over onto one side and just take a few deep breaths there. So when you're feeling ready, gently unmute yourself, and we'll just take one final check-in. Great, Anne, how are you feeling? Hair's looking lovely, by the way.
No, thank you. That was great. I really, yeah, that was. My cobras are just, horrendous at the moment.
Yeah.
And just still so stiff there. Yeah.
After Christmas, yeah. Even a couple just first thing in the morning, just,
Yeah, I think I might do.
Yeah.
It's like, oops, no, I can't go.
Yeah. Body says no.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even, from standing, well, whilst you're brushing your teeth or something, it's always a good one to do.
That opens up, doesn't it?
Yeah, great, lovely. Julia, how are you feeling?
Oh, that was lovely. Yeah, it was good to. I could really feel some of it. So yeah, definitely.
Great.
Used for a while, so that's good.
Oh, great. Yeah, it's been lovely to have you. Yeah. And Jane?
Yeah.
Did you use all of your space?
I tried to, but I kept falling over, so not very good balance tonight.
Yes. Well, it's probably the carpet. It doesn't help on the carpet, so it's probably what it is. Blame that. Oh, well, you've been up since the crack of dawn, haven't you? Yeah. Never helps. Jean, how are you? I think you're still muted.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, yeah. Was your rest okay? Yeah. Well, like me, I forgot to record the beginning, so we're all having one of those days.
Yeah, don't worry.
Cool.
Okay.
So it's been lovely to see you all. Hope you have a good week, and possibly see you Monday.
Okay, thanks.
Okay,
Right, bye.
Bye.
And you, bye.